Good afternoon. Today is January 29th, Tuesday. I'm recording this video for ABC Bullish Patterns on January 30th and also for a few more days. The first is let's look at the S&P. This is the level which I've been watching, waiting for it since I guess in the middle of November when the first time the ABC actually gave a bullish entry into it. That's about 1373, and the price target is from 1506 to 1509, and I think the today high is about 1509.35, I think. So I guess it's pretty much there, and it's I guess if you can also look at the target date for that 1509 was actually February 5th. Seems like we are almost a week early right now, but I think nevertheless it's actually it is at the point of the resistance point, and now I will be carefully monitoring to see. Tomorrow is FOMC's day, so I guess we will wait for the result and see how it performs. So now let's go ahead and look at next one is the QM. QM, it is in an ABC bullish pattern again, sometime in the middle of November onwards, and so the first target on it is 98.82, 102. So I am actually trading USO options, so I guess I am waiting for it to pretty much close. And today also USO went up by about 25, or sorry, actually at one point it was about 38 cents, and I think it's closed about 30. Now let's look at gold. Gold is again, it's still, it just went up a little bit today, but it has not closed above this year level. So that's what is the first entry for me to comes in, and also that year level is also coinciding with the mid-fib band. Usually, if it does close above, that is a bullish entry, and in that case I would probably think that it would be moving, for the first target would be probably, I guess 1732 is a minor target, but it could probably head between 1794 to 1839. So I guess but we have to wait until that happens, so then only we can enter about 1696. So with that, let me show you a couple of other stocks which are also part of it, which is a gold. This is almost like it's probably not a fully double bottom, because double bottoms are usually have at least like 85% or above, and here the ABC has only 79%. And this particular stocks, I guess the earnings are on February 4th, so I'm just waiting for this stock to see if it shows any kind of a correlated action with gold. Let's look at the gold miners, GDX. And here it does have a double bottom type of a pattern, and it is almost 93. This is again I'm just showing here, and I don't have any position into it. Let's look at dollar. Dollar is in a pretty much in a double bottom trade, and I think I posted about dollar like I think maybe at least a week ago, I think, and from there I'm actually trading UUP. So here the trigger is already about 79.75 when it's it actually triggered, and then it came back and testing it. So now I'll be waiting for it to, suppose if it does fall below 79, that's where the C is. C is here, and if it does fall at that point, then I think probably the trade is invalidated. So let's look at some new stocks today. One is a Schlumberger. Schlumberger triggered a ABC bullish pattern just probably about a week ago, but I think in the last few days it's been actually running quite a bit, and somebody asked me this question, so I thought that I would post it for them. This is I guess the next earnings are on April 19th, and so the first target range is like 78, 81 and 82, and I do not have a position in Schlumberger. Next one is the AIG. AIG has been in the news for a bit. The first, I guess, the target range here is 37 to 38, 89. Then I think we'll wait and see. I'm also thinking that it may be reaching this target level, and then may see a little bit of a retracement before it continues higher. So next one is the Chesapeake. Chesapeake Energy actually triggered in the after hours today because of the CEO's I guess news, and so here it is in an ABC bullish pattern. The targets will be between 2138 and 2279. One is a Tiffany. Tiffany also has an ABC bullish pattern. It is again triggered about roughly about 2 weeks ago, I think. And the earnings are on March 22nd, and the next one is 66 to 69 dollars is the first targets. So now let's look at a couple of stocks which I've been following for the past few sessions. First is Deckers. Deckers, I think I've been speaking in the last, spoke about it for a couple of days. Here today it actually fell over $1.50 at one point, but now I think it closed about $1.27. I still think Deckers is pretty much in a bullish action, and so I guess the first resistance we may see is about $44. Here, of course, today it actually retraced already $1.27, and I was trying to search for any news and I couldn't find any. The next is the Pfizer. This is the one I actually went back and looked at it. I think it's about January 17th. I think that's when I first called it, and so the earnings are today, and this the target range would be next one, which is about 28 to 29 and a half. Next one is Qualcomm. Qualcomm actually has earnings tomorrow, scheduled for tomorrow, January 30th, and for some reason I was thinking that it's actually next week, but I guess I recorrected it and it is actually on January 30th, which is tomorrow. So the first target ranges is actually 64.93 to 67. So here is the one which I'm actually waiting for it, and then the second would be if it does break through this first target zone, then maybe the next ones will be much higher. But it seems like in the last 5-6 days it is actually trading on the sideways to today actually it fell also a little bit. Let's look at Adobe. Adobe is again, it's in a ascending triangle, and also it has an embedded ABC bullish pattern. The earnings is on March 19th. So one of the things, the way how I was looking at it is, of course, this 162% is about 39.48. But also what we look at is we look at the top, for the ascending triangle, the top trend line, the distance from the top trend line to the A level. We take the vertical distance and then we add it to the breakout point, which is about just under $35. So that gives us about a range of about a $40 price range. So that's what I think is probably the target, and it kind of coincides with that too, because it says 1.62 is 39.48, and the target range from the ascending triangle is about $40. So that's where it probably today it's traded at 38.50. So if the market rallies for the next few more days, if it does, then I think we would probably see about $40 price range. The next one is Garmin. Garmin is in an ABC bullish pattern. It has not triggered the entry into yet. It's about 39.23, or if the price trades about like 39.30 kind of a price range, that's where I'll be started looking at it for a long trade into it. The earnings are actually about 22 days from now. It's on February 20th. And the last one I'm going to show is the JCPenney. This pattern actually has a smaller side of an ABC bullish pattern. Usually I don't really consider the smaller side ABCs, but there is an ABC here. It's actually forming, and today it kind of went up by $1.68. So I guess it's probably looking a little bit bullish, but I guess I wouldn't be trading the smaller size ABCs. So, but I think it has a bullish strength, and I'm thinking that it probably would head up to this $24 price range. That's it, guys, today. Thanks a lot, and I'll record it again tomorrow.